Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about something that I've never really talked about on this channel, which is Marvel. I'm surprised I've never talked about Marvel on this channel as someone who loves Marvel. I feel like I sound weird saying that, but I'm like, yes, I'm a Marvel, but I'm not a Marvel fan, but I don't think I'm a Marvel fanboy like a lot of people. And so, yes, I like it, I enjoy it, and I've read a few of the comics. But would I say I'm a aficionado? I'm like an informant. I understand everything in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Fuck no. So if you're looking for something that's like super fucking detailed and you're gonna find information you've never heard before, you're probably not gonna get that here. So if that's what you're looking for, I am sorry. I just want to talk about it as someone who watched the Black Widow movie, enjoyed the Black Widow movie, even though people are really, so I've seen some men tear this movie apart, and as a woman who likes Marvel and likes to be in the Marvel like fan club, you know, I just wanted to talk about my thoughts and feelings. Also because I watched this with my fiance and he does not care as much about the nitpicky stuff that I do. I like annotating, I like looking at things and talking about like the tiniest fucking things that happen, and the Marvel community loves that too, so we're gonna just talk about it here. So I'm just gonna go through the movie kind of, sort of, and then go back and just talk through my points. I don't know. We'll see how I'll do it. Anyway, so basically we start off the movie with young Natasha and a little girl. We don't know who the little girl is at this point, and we assume that this is her family and her life before the Red Room and everything that happened, but actually they are secret ops. The mom and dad are not her mom and dad. They're Russian peoples. The evil bad guys, I guess. I don't know. I mean, technically, the one that's pretending to be her dad is the Red Guardian, who is a superhero in the cinematic universe. He's a Soviet superhero. He's being put to like use for bad reasons. So is he really a superhero? Is he an anti-hero? Who knows? We don't really know. We don't actually find out too much about him. Anyway, we do and we don't. Then we see her and her sister end up in the Red Room, and then a bunch of like montage clips with a cover. Then I proceed to realize that my iPad isn't working and I got my phone. I'll get back to the montage thing. It might take a minute, but I'll get back to it. Honestly, I thought that the kid didn't really look like Natasha. Like, young Natasha didn't look much of like Natasha. But then someone on TikTok showed like an interview of like Scarlett Johansson as a kid, and they kind of look alike if you look at them as kids. Editing this in to compare, I think they just have similar like face shapes, but they don't look alike. I honestly thought the little girl who played, I can't pronounce this girl's name. Elena? Is it Elena? The character's name wrong? Come at me, because I know for a fact I'm pronouncing it wrong. So that's such a good, like, the little kid was so good acting. Like, oh my god, I felt like, oh my god, that whole scene with Nat and like young, like, oh my god, that one was crazy. I thought it was really cool and really good, like really good acting. So I watched this movie like 2 times, not fully, but technically, like I watched it 2 times. And the second time, I will say that, like, you can see, this movie has so much fucking foreshadowing. It was actually really cool as someone who likes things like foreshadowing and, like, I like literature. So, someone who likes shit like that, like, I thought it was really cool and cute. And also, if you really, like, legitimately, I would say, even if you paid for it on Disney Plus, right? Go back and watch the montage scene. It would make, the movie make so much more sense once you watched it and you rewatch it with that montage scene. Just watch it. I 10 out of 10. I 10 out of 10 would say that. Anyway. Also, I really love the use of music in this movie. It was done really well. For example, the Smells Like Teen Spirit scene literally was really good for like the montage, and it moved the story over. We have American Pie was used really when it like needed to be. Music was only used as a vehicle to help the story along. And although I like movies with like a bunch of like poppy, like cool songs, I enjoyed this like a lot. Like I thought it was just so smart. Whenever music happened in the movie, something happens. And as someone who loves music, I just think it's very interesting and really cool, and like, yeah. And also I feel like it embodies, like, you know, in life when, it might sound dumb, but like you remember the music you were listening to when something important happened. That's what it felt like, and I really liked it. And then, so once we're done the flashbacks, we're in present day. Technically, it's not present day. We all know it's not present day, but we're in present day, and we catch up. I don't remember if we get the action scene first with Elena, or we get Nat. But either way, we're in present day, and once we're in present day, I just feel like, honestly, this doesn't feel like a Phase 4 movie. And I know it got delayed so many times, and like things change and blah blah, but it just didn't feel like a Phase 4 movie. Also, if you like watch like the fighting things, especially in the beginning of the movie, they're so fucking shaky. Like they're shaky. I'm like, why is it shaky? Use a fucking gimbal. Like, geez, just use a gimbal. Y'all have millions of dollars. You're owned by Disney. Just use a fucking gimbal. I don't know. It bothered me. Oh, something that bothered me is like, what happened to the antidotes? Like, what? Okay, not what happened. How? I feel like maybe they explained it a little, but I feel like we didn't really go into detail on why the antidotes happened, right? Like, who created them? How did they go about? How did they know that this was happening in order to create the antidotes? What the fuck's going on? Did the first person who got away, right? Did they, like, because they're in control. How? I wanted more information on the antidotes. I feel like, also, when they got caught, right, and brought back to the Red Room, why the fuck did they not destroy the antidotes? I have so many questions about the antidotes. Honestly, if y'all have answers for it, let me know, because I don't. Also, my favorite scene in the whole movie is like, well, two favorite scenes in the movie is the whole...
This thing that you do when you whip your hair when you're fighting with the arm and the hair.
Oh, you're a total poser.
Such a poser.
Such a poser thing. If you're on TikTok, that is going viral on TikTok, so you probably know, but like, I probably can't put the whole scene in, but I'll put parts of that scene in. I think that was hilarious. If you've seen it, you know. Ow. Okay, so I took notes throughout maybe 75% of the movie, and then I just felt like the pacing was weird. Like, you get to the 75% mark once they're in the Red Room, right? And I feel like then it feels like a whole different movie. Like, not that it's a whole different movie per se, but it just feels like the last act felt very slow. Like, I liked most of the movie. I think that this has really good rewatch value, but the last bit, I'm just like, you're giving us information, and that's great, because we're trying to know stuff, but he didn't give us information that I was wanting to get. I wanted to get more information. Yes, we found out more about the widows, which I thought would be great for like a TV show. They can definitely do a Disney Plus show discussing like deactivating the widows and like stuff like that. Like, I think that would be great, and with the whole family dynamic, I think that would be such a good show, and I feel like that was set up really well. And the bad guy, we got rid of the bad guy, but it feels like there's no stakes for the bad guys. Okay, so I have the same problem with the bad guy in this as I do with WandaVision. I hadn't finished Falcon the Winter Soldier, so I'm not sure about that, because I have to go back and kind of watch it. But like WandaVision, they both have the problem. They quite literally both have the problem of, yes, we have a villain to just fill the time, to be like, oh, here's a villain, and we defeat villain, yay. But we don't actually have, like, so what's the main goal? What is the problem? What is the, like, solution to all this? Where are we going? Like, what is going on? Can we get to a point? And we don't. And, yeah. So, like, I like the movie. I also like the end scene, if you guys watch the end scene.
Maybe you'd like a shot at the man responsible for your sister's death.
Good end scene. I thought, cool, Elena's gonna be on the Hawkeye show. That's really fucking cool. I am very fucking excited for that, because I wasn't really excited for the Hawkeye show. I know, like, one of my favorite girls in the whole wide world is gonna be in it, but it's still Haley Steinfeld, love her, but I still wasn't that excited for it. So now I'm like, ooh, I have a reason to be excited for it, because this is gonna be definitely funny, especially because it says that she's slated to be in 8 episodes, which is a lot of episodes. So I'm pretty excited for that now. I mean, whenever the fuck that comes out. But yeah, I don't know. I wish that they just gave her own show, but I understand. Put her in Hawkeye's show, see how people react to her, because they didn't know, because the movie hadn't come out and everything, the way that the light works is working. It makes sense. And I'm fine with that for now. But, like, I feel like we didn't get answers. And that's my problem. That was my problem with this movie. I love the movie, but we didn't get answers. That's my problem with Phase 4 so far. We don't get any answers. WandaVision, to be continued. We watched a whole 2-hour movie, to be continued. And it's kind of fucking annoying. And I understand why they're doing it. I get it. They're trying to build up the cinematic universe. They're trying to branch things out for Disney Plus. They're trying to make it a bigger universe. Not a cinematic universe, but like a multi-universe, some may say. And I understand that, but it's just so frustrating. Again, I also did watch Loki, the whole of Loki, and I'm gonna rewatch that and talk about that eventually on this channel. But like, Loki though. Loki, I kind of felt more satisfied. I'm not even gonna lie. Loki, I felt more satisfied than the rest of Phase 4, because Phase 4 right now just feels frustrating. And maybe once the movies start coming out, like Shang-Chi and all those movies starts coming out, maybe it'll be better. I don't know. But so far, Phase 4 is kind of like blue balls. It's superhero blue balls. Everything has to be continued. And like, what happened to a good story with like maybe some to be continued elements, but like not all, but yeah, that's where we're at right now, and that's how we're doing it. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know what this is. This is me ranting about Black Widow, or talking about Black Widow for like 15 minutes, I guess. I don't know, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video anyway, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I'll probably be putting up the Loki video next week because I don't think I'm going to be putting it up this week. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!